safe at home. Children, let us start new chapter, plants in the surroundings and environment. Okay, before starting the lesson, I will start with a beautiful quote. Green city is my dream city. Why I am telling this, children? Okay, nowadays we are cutting the trees for building the buildings, widening of the roads. For many reasons we are cutting the trees. Okay, if we cut the trees, children, what happens? In future, we will not get oxygen to breathe, and we will not get food also. Okay, we are dependent on plants for food. Okay, so everyone should dream that our city should be green. Okay, then only we will be healthy. Okay, because we should breathe oxygen. From where do we get this oxygen? We get it from plants. Okay, so today onwards we all should start dreaming that our city should be green. Okay, then only we will be fine in the future. So what is the beautiful quote, children? Green city is my dream city. Now I will write the objectives of this lesson, children. Why we should learn this lesson. Okay. So first objective is, in this chapter, children, we will parts recall the parts of a plant. You have already learned about the parts of the plant in third standard, children. In this lesson, we will just recall it, okay? And also, and functions, functions of each part, okay? We recall the parts of a plant and also what are the functions of each part of a plant. That also we will learn in this lesson. Next objective is understand the understand the process, understand the process of transpiration. In this lesson, we learn about the process of transpiration. Next one, how plants prepare their own food. How plants prepare their own food. Okay? Children, in this lesson, we learn about how plants prepare their own food. Okay, nobody will go and prepare food for the plants. Okay, they will prepare by their own. So, how they prepare? Okay, that also we will learn. Learn the uses of plants. Okay, what are the uses of plants? That also we will learn about in this lesson. Okay, now all of you take down the keywords, children. Open your classwork, put the heading plants in the surroundings and environment, and write down the subheading keywords and start writing along with me. Keywords. Take down all of you. Environment, function, third one, tap root, fourth one, fibrous root, fifth one, nursery, sixth one, trunk, seventh one, climbers, eighth one, shrubs. Ninth one, nutrients. Tenth one, leaf blade. Children, write these 10 words in your classwork. Okay. Environment is nothing but ಪರಿಸರ. Okay. ಪರಿಸರ ಅಂದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಸುತ್ತಲೂ ಇರುವಂತಹ ಪ್ರದೇಶ. Okay. Environment ಅಂದರೆ ಪರಿಸರ. Next one is function. Tap root, fibrous root, nursery, trunk ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಾಂಡ, climbers ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಬಳ್ಳಿಗಳು, shrubs ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪೊದೆಗಳು, nutrients ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪೋಷಕಾಂಶಗಳು ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಪೋಷಕಾಂಶಗಳು ಈ ಗಿಡಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಈ ಲೆಸನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲಿತೀವಿ. Leaf blade. Children, according to you, what is environment? Environment is nothing but our surrounding. If I go and stand outside, okay, you will observe plants, animals, birds, and many non-living things. Okay, environment includes both living and non-living things. Okay, both living and non-living things, they together make our environment. Okay, we all are dependent on environment, children. Okay, to be healthy, to get oxygen, to get a food. Okay, we all are dependent on environment. Okay, you just remember that what is environment means our surroundings. Okay, whatever, if you go and stand, if you observe from your window also, you can observe the plants, animals, vehicles, everything you can observe. Okay, whatever the things you observe. ಎನ್ವಿರಾನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನ ಪರಿಸರ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಪರಿಸರ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಸುತ್ತಮುತ್ತಲಿನ ಪ್ರದೇಶ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ನೀವು ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಹೋಗಿ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಂಡಾಗ ಗಿಡಗಳನ್ನ ನೋಡ್ತೀರಿ, ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳನ್ನ ನೋಡ್ತೀರಿ, ಪಕ್ಷಿಗಳನ್ನ ನೋಡ್ತೀರಿ. ಇವೆಲ್ಲವೂ ಏನಾಗಿವೆ? ಇವೆಲ್ಲವೂ ಸೇರಿ ನಮ್ದು ಎನ್ವಿರಾನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಲರ್ನ್ parts of a plant. Children, human beings are living. We all are living. Okay, so how can you say we are living beings? Because we will walk, we will eat food. Okay, and we will eat food. We can walk from one place to another place if we need something. Okay, so we are, and we breathe oxygen. Okay, so we are called living beings. Okay, we are living beings. So children, we have different parts in our body. Okay, can you see? These two are hands. Okay, we use different parts of our body for doing different work. Okay, for example, if we take our eyes help us to see the things. Okay, ears help us to hear. Okay, if your friend is speaking something, how you will hear? You hear by your ears. Okay, and nose, what is the function of a nose, children? Smell. Okay, whether you are taking bad smell or good smell, that it will just recognize what type of smell it is. Okay, and skin. Okay, skin helps us to feel. Okay, if somebody will pinch you, you just feel, no, children? So like that, animals also have different body parts. Okay, have you observed dog, cat? They have 4 legs which help them to run, which help them to catch prey. Okay, they also, elephants have trunk, and cows and deer have horns. So that today onwards, what you do, children, you just keep on observing the things, okay, which you see in your surroundings. So you will get better knowledge. Okay, so like that, plants also have different parts. Each part does different function. Okay, so only the plant is possible to alive. Okay, so children, turn the page and along with me draw a plant. Okay, put the side heading plant. Okay, draw along with me. Put one line here. You can just make branches also like this. At starting you draw little bit light, children, so if anything goes wrong you can rub it very easily. You can draw here flowers, draw leaves, you can color it also, so it looks more beautiful if you color it. Okay, after drawing I will explain the parts of a plant. Okay, can draw fruit also and draw roots here. Okay, plant has two main parts, children. First one is the upper part, okay, which you can see is called shoot system. The lower part which is just below the soil, that is root. What are the two main important part of a plant, children? Shoot system and root system. The shoot system you will observe, it will be just above the ground. Okay, from here to here it is called as shoot system. Okay, you can observe. Okay, root system is nothing but it is just below the ground. Okay, so the roots will grow inside the ground and the shoot system will grow just above the ground. And what are the important parts of a plant? You can observe here, children, always labeling should be done on one side. Okay, don't do like this. Half marking should be right side and half should be on left side. It won't looks good. Okay, so what is this, children? Flower. Flower. What is this? Leaf. Fruit. Okay, and the small, can you observe this one? This is called as bud. What it is called? Bud. Okay, then this is stem. Okay, these are the roots. Roots. Okay, you have to, sorry, bud, bud. Okay, you can label flower, leaf, fruit, bud. You can draw bud here also, children. Okay, bud and stem and the roots. Okay, you can label. I will show one plant now, children. Can you make out which plant is it? This is tulsi plant, children. this the this part, okay, this system is called as shoot system because it will grow above the ground. And this system, can you observe this roots here? This system is called as root system, which will grow inside the ground, inside the soil. Whenever you will pluck the plant, that time you can see, you will feel that plant is, whenever you are plucking, that time you will feel it's very tough to pluck it out because of the roots. Okay, roots will hold the soil very tightly. Okay, so they will be growing inside the soil. Okay, you can see here leaf, and this one is the part which you can see is stem and roots. Leaf also you can see here. One more plant I'll show you. It has a flowers. Can you see here pink color flower? Okay, so every plant will have two systems, root system and shoot system. Each and every plant. Okay, the plant which will observe, that is nothing but a shoot system. The root part will grow inside the soil. Okay, now I think the parts of the plant is very much clear to you. Okay, labeling also it is clear for you. Okay, just practice. Okay, keep drawing children. Okay, then you will become then you can draw perfectly and easily. The parts you can remember because daily you will be observing many kinds of plants. You can remember this one. Okay, now the shoot system, shoot, the stem, it will hold all the parts children. Okay, it holds leaf, flowers, fruits, bud, stem. Okay, all these parts are held by the shoot. Okay, shoot system, that is stem. Okay, stem holds all these parts together. Okay, then children, there are two types of roots. Okay, one is a tap root, second one is fibrous root. Okay, there are two types of roots. In tap root, children, what happens? Tap root has a main root like this. You can draw this also children. Okay, so that you can remember. This is the soil. Tap root has main root. Okay, from this main root a hair like structure arises. Okay, the small side roots arises from the main root. This main root will go deeper and deeper into the soil. Okay, whereas example, what are the examples for taproot children? Example we can give tulsi plant is also an example. You can see here, observe here children, it has a main root. From the main root small side roots are arised from the central main root. Okay, if you want to see it practically, you can pluck a small plant, then later you can plant it once again. Okay, you can observe it. Okay, so beans is also an example, and people tree is also an example for taproot. Okay, what is the speciality of the taproot children? It has a main root. From the main root small side roots arise. Okay, these hair like structures arise. Oh, carrot is also an example children. You can observe here. Okay, if you have carrot at home, you can observe. You can see a small hair like, actually carrot is a root. Okay, why it is bulb children? Because carrot, it stores the food which is prepared by the plant. Some plants store in the stem, some in the roots. Okay, so this hair like structure, can you see here? these hair like structure, this is the main root. A hair like structures are, they are the side roots which arise from the main root. Radish is also an example for this taproot, and turnip is also an example for taproot. Okay, if you have carrot, turnip or radish at home, you can observe. Okay, that radish itself is a main root. You can observe a hair like structure which will grow from that main root are called side roots. Okay, this will, the main root, it goes deeper and deeper. Okay, you can remember the example: tulsi, beans, people tree, carrot, radish, turnip. Okay, you can give any example. Then what about fibrous root? Fibrous root from the, this is the end of the stem, children. This is the end of the stem. Exactly from the end of the stem, the root starts to arise. Okay, see, this is the end of the stem. From that end, these roots start to arise. Okay, and they will spread there in the soil. Okay, we can give example. It does not have any main root. Directly at the end of the stem, the root starts to arise. Okay, they will be in group. If you observe this one, grass, okay, can you see here, does not have any main root. Many small roots are arise from the end of the stem. Okay, from the end of the stem you can see here group of roots. Okay, so grass is an grass is an example for fibrous root. Okay, and also rice, wheat is also an example for fibrous root. If you observe onion, onion is a, it's a stem. If you observe here, okay, at the end of the stem you can observe these roots. Okay, they arise from one point and they just spread in the soil. Children, you can observe one column there in open page number 39. Differentiate between taproot and fibrous root. Okay, please take down. I will write the difference between taproot and fibrous root now. So please take down in the textbook itself. You can use pencil. Okay. What is the difference between a taproot, children? You can you can draw a picture also here, so that you can remember if you see the picture. Okay, this is the first one. You can write here, first one, fibrous root. Okay, from one point, the base of the stem, from the base of the stem roots arise. Okay, you can draw this diagram so that you can remember the differences. Okay, what is the difference, children? You can it is given in the book. It has a main, it has a main root from which many smaller side roots grow. Okay, if you observe the picture, okay, you can, by observing the picture only, you can write it down. It has a main root from which many smaller side roots grow. These are the smaller side roots. And fibrous root, it has a number of roots which which arise from the base 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 of base of the stem. It has a number of roots which arise from the base of the stem. Okay, many roots, they arise from the base of the stem. It has a number of roots which arise from the base of the stem. Okay, then you can give example also here. Okay, for taproot you can give carrot, radish, turnip. Okay, you can give example, these example you can give. And for fibrous root you can give example onion, grass, rice. Okay, you can give wheat also as example. Okay, okay, I hope you have understood the difference between taproot and fibrous root. Please take down the homework, children. Okay, write keywords. Okay, write keywords one time in your homework book, and second one, draw a plant and label its parts. Draw a plant and label its parts. Okay, you can use color pencils. Okay, draw neatly and label the parts of it.